The journey of a medieval knight commenced with noble birth, setting the foundation for a life of chivalry and honor. Born into the aristocracy, the sons of lords and nobles were destined for a life of martial prowess and noble ideals. From an early age, these noble youths were immersed in the values of chivalry, where concepts such as honor, courage, and loyalty were instilled through familial teachings and societal expectations. Alongside the moral education, noble children were introduced to the practicalities of a knight's life, learning the basics of horse riding, archery, and the handling of weapons. This early training was not only a preparation for future military endeavors but also a crucial element in shaping the character of a young noble, molding them into the embodiment of the chivalric code. As these noble youths matured, the natural progression for those aspiring to become knights was to enter the stage of squirehood. This period marked an apprenticeship in arms, where young men were paired with experienced knights to learn the art of war firsthand. The role of a squire extended beyond being a mere observer, as they actively participated in battles, honing their combat skills through training exercises and mock skirmishes. The mentorship provided by seasoned knights during this stage was not only about refining martial techniques but also instilling the unwritten code of conduct that defined chivalry. The squire became not only a student of arms but a steward of honor, embodying the virtues that were central to the knightly way of life. The pinnacle of a knight's training was the dubbing ceremony, a symbolic transition from squire to full-fledged knight. This ceremony, presided over by the knight's lord or another esteemed figure, held immense significance in medieval society. Clad in armor, the squire knelt before the one conferring knighthood, who then bestowed the accolade by tapping the squire's shoulders with a sword. This ritual not only symbolized the conferment of martial responsibility but also signified a broader transformation, from adolescence to manhood, from a novice to a guardian of the chivalric code. The dubbing ceremony was a public declaration of the knight's commitment to upholding the ideals of honor, justice, and loyalty throughout their life. The primary role of a medieval knight was that of a warrior, and military service was the crucible in which their mettle was tested. As the backbone of heavy cavalry, knights were a formidable force on the battlefield. Armed with lances, swords, and donned in intricate suits of armor, they charged into the chaos of battle atop powerful warhorses. Their martial skills were not limited to conventional warfare. Knights also played a crucial role in siege warfare, where their prowess in combat and understanding of military strategy were instrumental in breaching enemy fortifications. Central to the life of a medieval knight was the chivalric code, a set of moral and social rules that governed every aspect of their existence. Rooted in ideals of honor, bravery, and courtesy, the code shaped the behavior of knights both in and out of battle. Knights were expected to exhibit not only martial skill but also a sense of nobility and respect for their fellow warriors. The treatment of captives, adherence to fair play, and protection of the weak and defenseless were all integral components of the chivalric code. A knight's social status was intricately tied to the feudal system, where nobility held both land and authority. Knights, often vassals to more powerful lords, were granted land in exchange for military service and fealty. This relationship of vassalage formed the backbone of medieval society, creating a hierarchical structure where knights occupied a privileged position. The ownership of land not only provided economic sustenance but also underscored the knight's role as a defender of the realm. This privileged status exempted knights from the menial labor required of peasants, reinforcing the social divisions inherent in feudalism. The life of a medieval knight was laden with prestige and privilege. It was not without its challenges and perils. Financial strain was a recurring issue for many knights, especially those without extensive land holdings. The cost of maintaining armor, weapons, and warhorses could be exorbitant, leading to economic pressures that sometimes pushed knights into debt. This financial strain, combined with the inherent risks of warfare, created a delicate balance that knights had to navigate to sustain their way of life. The journey of a medieval knight commenced with noble birth, setting the foundation for a life of chivalry and honor. Born into the aristocracy, the sons of lords and nobles were destined for a life of martial prowess and noble ideals. From an early age, these noble youths were immersed in the values of chivalry, where concepts such as honor, courage, and loyalty were instilled through familial teachings and societal expectations. Alongside the moral education, noble children were introduced to the practicalities of a knight's life, learning the basics of horse riding, archery, and the handling of weapons. This early training was not only a preparation for future military endeavors but also a crucial element in shaping the character of a young noble, molding them into the embodiment of the chivalric code. The life of a medieval knight was a tapestry woven with threads of honor, bravery, privilege, and challenges. From noble birth to the dubbing ceremony, the journey of a knight was marked by a commitment to the chivalric code and a duty to serve as a defender of the realm. The military service, social privileges, and economic dependence were intricately interwoven into the fabric of knighthood. Challenges, both financial and physical, tested the resilience of knights, while political intrigues added layers of complexity to their lives.